On today's episode of the Anime Village podcast, I welcome on a very, very special guest. He is Phillip Daniels. He's a freshman offensive lineman for the University of Minnesota, the Golden Gophers. What's going on, Phillip? How are you today?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, super excited to have you on the show. I know you're a big anime fan. We talked a little bit off air. Also, a college football playing in the Big Ten, and super exciting what's going on with the Big Ten if you're a college football fan like myself. So really like it, and I'm sure you're excited too with everything that's going on.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's awesome. So we'll talk about your football background and what's it like playing Division One, and then we'll hop into your anime fandom after that. But I want to know, where did your passion for football come from? Like, how did it all get started?
Um, well, when I was little, I went to one of my old church I used to go to. Somebody from my from like the somebody came up to me and was like, "Your son should play football." I told my mom, "Your son should play football." Me and my brother, and then ever since I got on the field and I realized I could hit people, it's just been like love at first sight.
That's awesome. What made you become? How did you become an offensive lineman? What was that like?
So this was becoming offensive lineman was kind of recent for me.
Oh, really?
So, I used to play defensive line. I played linebacker a little bit in middle school, and then I feel like my freshman year, sophomore year, I was playing like D line, a little bit of O line, but I wasn't really an O line. I was more of a D line guy. And then I transferred schools to go play D line, and then new school I was at, I was trying to play D line. They was like, "No, you're an offensive lineman." I was mad at that. I was like highly disappointed. But then some college coaches came and said, "We're going to offer you if you play O line." I was like, "That's all you had to say."
I love it. What was that switch? What was it like to make that switch from the D line to the O line?
It was kind of hard at first because at first you're just like, you're switching the whole position instead of like trying to get off somebody, you're trying to drive the person. But once you get your first pancake and just studying some people on YouTube, I'm kind of self-taught, but I also had a good coach, Masali. Just the combination, it really helped me out.
That's awesome. That's great for you, and obviously worked out because you're at a Division One school and one of a Power Five conference, but soon to be like a Power Three conference with everything that's going on.
Yeah.
What's it like to be at the high level, playing Division One, and playing at the University of Minnesota?
It's definitely different. Everything here is high expectation and high results, and it's all about the how and just how you're gonna do things, your workout, your meal plans, just everything. Recovery is very important, but playing at this level is just it's definitely different. It takes hard work and dedication, and you can't slack off.
Yeah, yeah, big time. What's it like to be with Coach Fleck?
Oh, it's amazing. He's a really inspirational guy. Like just hearing his story about how people told him he can't do this, he can't do that, and he did it, and where how he's put himself in the fire just with coaching and with just everything that's going on. It's like he's the type of guy you run through a wall for. So yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him on TV a bunch of times and see like his interviews. He just seems very high energy and a very like inspirational guy for sure.
Oh yeah, most def.
Yeah. Um, so what's it like to play O line now in college? What's it like to face up against guys that have been, playing on the defensive end, sophomore, like, guys that might be a little bit bigger? What's that experience been like?
It's definitely different in high school because in high school I could just grab up somebody and throw them. But now in college, you have to have the right technique because my first day, I remember I was out there and it was a certain play where I was just supposed to like kind of reach block a dude. And I did it like my old high school way, thinking it was going to work. And he just bulldozed me back. But now every day I'm working on my technique. And those dudes are bigger and they're stronger than me right now, a little bit. But every day I'm starting to pick it up and I'm starting to give them a little bit of more of a look and starting to give them trouble now. But yeah.
Yeah, what's like the adjustment too with that speed as well too with those guys coming off? Because I feel like the defensive linemen have gotten so much faster from like the times of watching football to like now.
It's they always tell you it's fast and the speed's gonna be it's the tempo and everything's gonna be faster, but you don't know until you get out there. I say it took me about I'd say like 4 days, maybe almost a week to like just adjust. Because first you got once you if you don't know the plays, you're already gonna be lost. The game's already fast. But once
Yeah.
you start learning the plays, the game starts to slow down, and you're going against some of these defensive ends that could dang near play tight end and wide receiver. But as long as you get your technique down and you get off you work on the your get off and all that, so you'll be good.
That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm sure it's a learning curve and a big thing to get over, but it sounds like you picked up on it pretty quickly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it must be nice to be that have that athletic ability. I feel like it would take me about a while to pick up on that. If there was a position to play outside of offensive lineman, what position would you play?
Mm, I think I go back to D line.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. Not quarterback or anything. Everyone always says quarterback that I've interviewed.
I mean I can throw the ball. I can throw little dots here and there, but I like D line because now, like as offensive lineman, I can if I go play D line, I can like okay, I know what he's gonna do with his set or like how he's gonna block. So I can just knowing the mind of an offensive lineman, it'll be
That's
like
awesome. That's awesome. I find that really cool that you might be able to play both, and that's awesome. What's something about the offensive line position that someone wouldn't know or they wouldn't understand about your position? Someone that doesn't play football.
It's I say it's one of the top hardest positions because if you think about it, you're trying to block someone like by going backwards who's trying to come at you full speed, or you're trying to move. You're going to get some of these dudes who are running 4.5s and just athletic freaks and stuff, and you're just over there 300 some pounds. You have to block all these dudes. So I think honestly, I think offensive linemen are the most athletic people in the world. So that's just a little tidbit or whatever.
I've heard that, and I think that I've also heard that it might be one of the smartest guys on the field as well too, because you have to know all the plays and what's going on the other side.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's definitely a lot because you have to not only know your position, you have to know others. Because if all O line or five guys working as one, if one guy doesn't work, then we're all messed up.
yeah, that's for sure. It's you guys got to be in sync. Yeah, it's super exciting. August 31st, 8 p.m. Nebraska versus Minnesota. What's the feeling like going to be like to step on the field for your first Division I game in a
Uh,
Big Ten game as well too?
we've had some practices there at the stadium, and I've been at the stadium, so it's kind of like wow, this stadium's huge and it's kind of surreal. But I won't really know until I get out there. But the feeling right now is just we're just excited, we're ready to work.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
win. So, yeah.
That's awesome. That's exciting. That's great stuff. I also want to know, are you ready for the Minnesota cold weather?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at all. I had one of my family members show me one of their friends that lived up here, and it was like May. It was like a good hot day. It was like 70 something degrees, almost 80. We was outside chilling. They sent me a picture of they outside, someone in Minnesota. It was still snowing. I was like, oh man.
So I want to know, do the offensive linemen, do you guys have anything for like those kind of cold weather days? I've seen offensive linemen in NFL games, like they don't wear like long sleeve shirts. Are you guys gonna go in unison, not wear long sleeve shirts? How's that gonna go?
They haven't talked to me about that, but we might have a conversation about putting a little something under the little pads or whatever. Yeah, it's too cold.
Understandable. Yeah, yeah. Well, best of luck to you in the football season, man. I'm obviously will be a big fan of Minnesota, rooting for them going forward. I'm gonna have to, root for you and cheer them on. I'm a Michigan fan, but I'll be cheering for Minnesota all the way. Um, so I want to jump into your anime fandom. Where did it start? How did your anime fandom start?
Well, we can really bring it back to like back in the day when I used to have Beyblades, because Beyblade is kind of an anime, like
Yeah.
back when I used to watch on Cartoon Network. But originally, me and my friend, I had a friend named Ethan Maddox. One day we was just chilling. We was watching like Gravity Falls or something, and then one day we were just like he put me on to like Dragon Ball, and then everybody Dragon Ball, Naruto, and then we kind of went on our own ways and find little animes, and then we bring coming together and be like, watch this, and ever since then it's just been millions of mangas and animes I've watched. It seems like.
That's awesome. And what's been your favorite anime and manga that you've like enjoyed the most?
I like One Piece is my favorite anime. I think that's the best anime out, but there's definitely I love Gurren Lagann. That's a really good one. I love My Hero Academia. Some manga I've read. I'm still reading Berserk, but I think Berserk is really good right now. Berserk
Yeah.
is really good. And there's an anime and a manga. I like I think it's Hajime no Ippo. It's like a boxing little thing. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that one's a good one. I haven't seen it, but I gotta check it out or I gotta read it. But I'm a big fan of I want to check that out. I love boxing, so I would love to
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
watch that out. So who's your favorite character in One Piece? Who do you enjoy the most?
I like oh dang. I like Dofi, Don Quixote, Don Flamingo, one of the villains, and I like Law because I think his power is like really OP, but they kind of play him a little bit, but I like those two characters. Those
Nice.
are two of my favorite.
That's awesome. And what are your thoughts on Gear 5? I know we kind of mentioned it a little bit.
Yeah, I read it. I read it in the manga when it came out, so I was waiting patiently for that, and I was just, it was kind of like surreal reading it. Like, wow, a little cartoon, whatever he's doing this little thing, but now seeing it animated, it just blows my mind. I was actually, funny thing, about like 30, 40 minutes ago, I was just watching a new episode on the bus. We was me and our team was going on an event. I was just watching the whole episode. I was just amazed that it's just there, you know.
Yeah.
But it's something I've been waiting for, and Gear 5 is definitely something that just amazes me.
That's awesome. That's great. I love that. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've been trying to catch up on One Piece. I haven't watched it yet, but I've watched some episodes, but I'm way behind.
I caught up during quarantine, so like I had a lot of time, nothing else to do besides I would like cram like 10 episodes a day, so I had nothing else to do.
Oh my God. Yeah. So you must have watched a lot of hours of of it for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's great. Is there anything that you're watching now or reading or anything that someone would, recommend to anyone?
um, what I'm watching right now is an anime called Monster. It's more of a detective one. It's not really fighting in this one. It's just like a bunch of clues and like a Sherlock Holmes type thing. I'm reading Hajime no Ippo. I'm on like chapter 700 something. I gotta finish that. And anime I would recommend is it's an anime on Netflix. It's kind of like if I was to give a starter anime out, it's called The Great Pretender.
Okay.
It's really good. It's like kind of like a heist, not a heist, like a kind of like a scheme anime, like you ever seen like okay, say a group of people come together and they kind of like try to scam this one like a rich dude or something out his money. There's like
Yeah.
a whole plan, but it's an anime about that. It's really good. 2 seasons, different like locations, and it's really good.
That's awesome. So is it about a con artist, right? I think
Yeah,
that's what
con
you
artist.
mentioned.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. I've seen some of that. It's actually really good. I enjoyed it. It was a good show for sure. I like that. That's a good recommendation for sure. That's one I actually forgot about until you brought it up now. So,
Yeah.
um, you showed me some things, some anime things that you have. Can you show us what you have for the anime gear that you got?
Um, you may bring out the posters and some
Bring
pictures.
bring out whatever you want, man. Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it.
All right, I'll be right back. I'll bring back some of my paintings some my friend made too.
Oh, okay, cool.
See, I got a lot.
Oh man, all right. There's all the gear. Look at all that stuff.
As you can see, I got a lot. So right here was like it's actually like one of my first things I ever got that was like anything anime worthy. My mom kind of freaked out. She's like, "What's that on your wall?" But I got this big little My Hero little poster.
I love it. That's awesome.
I hang this up in my living room. I had a friend named Grace Stringer. She's an artist, and she painted Luffy.
Wow, that's amazing.
And one of my favorite characters, Law.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got a I don't think I have all of them yet. They're still like on my couch, still moving in. But I got like all the One Piece posters.
That's so sick, dude.
I got it from one of my friends, Jalen Eberhardt. All these posters. And these are my favorites right here. Well, you ever seen the little memes like these are my ladies? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
got one of Zoro's blades. It's a little nice one right here. It's the wooden one. And this is another anime. I can't wait. That's getting animated. Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War. I got one of Ichigo's Bankais.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm still gonna be collecting more stuff. I just gotta go home and buy some more little gear and cool stuff. But yeah, that's all I got right now.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so cool. And do you have like a bunch of mangas too that you collect as well, or
No, I gotta start doing that because I say about this year is when I started really reading mangas.
really?
At first, I'd be like, man, I'll just wait till the anime comes out. But now animes they don't like do it how they used to do it, where they'll just throw like 100 episodes or something. Now we gotta wait like 20 episodes a year. So I did that with Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm almost caught up with that. My Hero, I had to do that. Black Clover, I'm almost caught up with that. But yeah, I think actually that's a good idea. Pretty soon here, I'm gonna get a shelf right here, collect some manga.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I love that you're such a big fan. It's so cool. Are you gonna give us any like anime celebrations, like any like something if you like pancake someone out there? Are you gonna do anything like a Super Saiyan? What we got anything going on like that?
Dang, I didn't even think about that.
You gotta do that. You have to. As long as
Yeah,
you don't get like in trouble for it. Obviously, or get a flag, but
yeah, I'm gonna find something because I know somebody on my team we gonna find a little something, a little celebration.
yeah.
Might Dragon Ball, something like that. You know, the little fusion.
Fusion? Yeah, yeah, that'd be awesome. Are your teammates big anime fans as well too, or?
Yeah, I think so. We gotta I gotta ask around, but I think we got a linebacker, I think named Cody. I think he watches Hunter x Hunter because he got the little spider tattoo, you know, like the Phantom Troop have, and I think he does. I think we got a lot of dudes that watch anime, but yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I would love to see. I would love to see a celebration or something out there. If you pancake someone, yeah, obviously I'll be watching a bunch of games, so I gotta see you
I got you.
knock someone down. So, I want to ask too. Are you a Samurai Champloo fan? I know we kind of connected over that, like over Samurai Champloo. I just was kind of curious if like have you watched anything or seen it before?
Yeah, I've actually have watched it. This was when I was back in my just like trying to watch samurai anime.
Yeah.
So I watched is it Yasuke, whatever, on Netflix.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, let me get some more. And I watched Afro Samurai.
Yeah.
That was
Good one.
good. I watched
Yeah.
that. And then I found this Samurai and I was like, well, okay, I like Mugen and all of them. Okay. And then I heard the beats and I was, oh, okay, then they starting to cook. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good little anime. I'm sorry they only had like a couple of episodes. I wish they had more, but it was a good ending though. Like how they just parted ways and all that. But it was really good. I love that. It's probably one. I think it is on my top 10 list I got.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's a all time. I love the beats in it. I think it's so like the music, the way they mix in the hip hop and the fighting with it. It's so much fun. But yeah, that's awesome that you're like that. Afro Samurai is also one of my other favorites, man. That one first being so short, it's so
Mhm.
good though. It's like eight
All right.
episodes or something like that.
It's like it's like 8 episodes, and then I think they cram it into like a movie sometimes.
Yeah, they did like a movie. I think they did like a movie after that or whatever. It was like Resurrection, I think it was called or
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I love that you're a huge anime fan. I think it's so cool. One of the coolest things I think, and I talked to someone on the Vikings, and he's a big anime fan as well too. And it's funny to see how much anime has grown over the years since I was younger. When I'm like, people are like, oh, that's kind of weird that you watch that until like now, where it's like such like a cultural phenomenon that people watch that. What are your thoughts on that?
Um, I think one of the big things is, do you know who Supreme Dreams are? That's a YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Road one. So I like me and my friend Ethan, right? Bring it back to him. So we
yeah,
would watch them as like just like comic relief, just to
yeah.
watch jokes and stuff. And they started watching anime. And then when we started watching anime and kind of found our own, we noticed they watched it, and then we watched like some of the clips and okay, I'm gonna watch that anime. And then like the more they grew, I think more people started like accepting it. Now I can like because I do remember a time back in the day for like a good like 2 years, I would be like, oh, I'm watching Dragon Ball or something like that. They'd be like, man, what is that? Or I watch Attack on Titan and I'll show somebody in class, like, oh my God, he's eating people. Oh, he's weird for this and that. But now everybody's watching Hunter x Hunter or everybody's watching something now. So it's definitely grown, and it's definitely grown in a good way though.
Yeah, yeah, it has, man. It's awesome. Yeah, Supreme Dreams, they're hilarious. I love their channel, how they like pick up on all like they make fun of the NBA finals and stuff and everything. So it's awesome. I think that's great that they help grow the anime world and that's how you got into it and everything and all your friends. I want to ask you too, here at Anime Village, we write our own like mangas and we're creating a game off our own mangas and each manga has its own our mangas have our own like genres. So they're like the shonen, the adventure, the slice of life, all kind of anime. But we're also doing games off of that. You being a manga fan, and would you be interested like reading that, or we just want to get your thoughts on like what we're doing here?
I'd be definitely interested in reading it because there's always time to read something or catch up on a manga or something. But most definitely, I'll definitely be down to try everything. Because I used to back at home, I used to want to draw, make a manga. I feel like every person who play who watch anime or something like that wanted to have their own manga. I have like a little book at home that I thought it was gonna be cool, but you start drawing and then you get bored of this blog and you just forget about it. But yeah, I'll definitely you send me whatever it is, I'll definitely tune in and definitely put it on to people and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, are you writing a story or do you like have like the characters? Like, how's it? Tell me about it if you want to. You don't have to like. I can cut
It
this part too
was,
if you want me
I say it
to.
was, I think it was I think it was, yeah, it was during COVID. Was it during COVID? It might have been because when you're during COVID, there's nothing else to do. So it's back at my home. I have like three little folders where I had like it was supposed to be like a gods type thing, like God of War.
Yeah.
It was gonna kind of like take some. It was called Daybreak, where basically like the sun, like the children of the gods, they were just gonna be like normal humans, and then one day they found out that there were gods, kind of like a Harry Potter thing, like you're the chosen one, something like that. And then they found out they're gods, and they're gonna learn about their powers, and then it was gonna have like different twists and like different things that's gonna have that would put on with Greek mythology because I kind of am a big fan of Greek mythology too. And I was gonna talk to I had a whole group chat with my friends who was gonna do it, my friend Ethan, Jeremiah, Josh, we were all going to like put in work and just start doing it, but then we kind of just forgot about it. But yeah, it was a cool little Greek mythology thing we were going to start working on.
You got to stick with it, man. That sounds awesome. I think that's also you might like Adamantine because we have a lot of Greek mythology and like characters like in there, but you got to stick with writing it, man, because it sounds like you and your friends had honest. I like the idea of it. That's an awesome premise.
Uh, I mean, you know what? I might have when I go home over the break, might have to bring it up here and just revise it. And I still talk to my friends. And, I just hit them up and be like, "Hey, y'all trying to bring it back?" You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea when I have some chill time to start writing, jotting down notes and just working on that. Cause I do mine like by hand and drawing and stuff because I can draw a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, most definitely I definitely do that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I have one last question for you before we wrap it up. I just want to ask you if you were to be on the offensive line with other anime characters, who would you have next to you on the offensive line? I might have thrown your curveball. I should have sent this one over before to give you a little time to think
Okay.
about it.
All right. I'm gonna have to do this is simple. I'm gonna have to have me at left tackle, right? So it's five of us, right? Me at left tackle. I gotta have Payne as my left guard. You know why? Almighty push. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Um okay, another character. Choji, because he can get big. And we need somebody, we need someone huge. You can't move a brick wall. Um Okay, and we gotta need somebody fast, a little bit fast. Dang, who's fast? There's a lot of fast dudes. Might have to use Minato.
yeah.
Um, that'll be my center, and then no, he'll be my guard. Yeah, we'll need a quick guard, and we need someone smart, brains, Eisen, right there,
Okay, yeah.
another center, and then be for my right tackle. We need someone reliable, somebody reliable. We need Zoro. Zoro, most
Sure.
definitely.
Yeah, I like it. That's a good offensive. That's a great offensive line. I would definitely take that on my team. I'd definitely be happy if I was a quarterback.
Protector right there.
Yeah, that's right. It's great protection. Well, Philip, this has been awesome, man. Great to speak with you. This has been a fun podcast, man. It's great to get to know you too and your anime fandom. I can't wait to see you put a pancake block on someone to give us a little anime celebration out there as well too.
Yes,
But thanks so much for your time.
no problem. Thanks for having me out.
No problem.